folks, welcome back to the channel. Happy Getting Crypto here. So before we dive into this one, beware of scammers, beware of doppelgangers, beware of anyone DMing you, anything like that. I'm not going to DM you. If you need to get a hold of me, jump in my Telegram group, at me in there, I will appear, or DM me on Twitter. So let's move forward. Folks, we only actually have 8.25% of the total supply actually staked. Now, it's down to the current validator set to actually educate holders on delegating or, delegations in general, onboarding and educating new holders. More coins bonded, the better. Validators honestly hold such a key role in onboarding new projects and incentivizing them to build on the LUNACLASSIC blockchain, the Osmosis SDK, and make use of these IBC transfers and stuff like that. So let's talk more about IBC channels. What are IBC channels and everything like that? So to start off with, you can find a lot of information about IBC transfers on Teradocs, but we're going to be sort of browsing across a lot of things. So Osmosis itself, we'll start with this. Osmosis is an advanced automated market maker AMM protocol that allows developers to build customized AMMs with sovereign liquidity pools. Built using the Cosmos SDK, Osmosis utilizes inter-blockchain communication to enable cross-chain transactions. So IBC stands for inter-blockchain communications, and it pretty much allows, it's kind of like what Terra Shuttle was doing. That in itself, I'm sure, is an inter-blockchain communications platform, because it gave you the ability to go from Terra to the Ethereum blockchain, vice versa. So Osmosis allows users to launch liquidity pools with unique parameters like bonding curves and multi-weighted asset pools. The incentive structure of Osmosis is adaptable. Governance implements liquidity rewards for specific pools, allowing for strategically targeted incentives. Osmosis' fair launch, customizable automated market maker for interchain assets that allow the creation and management of a non-custodial, self-balancing interchain token index similar to one of Balancer. So going down to really what is Osmosis, because Osmosis in itself contains the IBC sort of chit chat, what you want to know about it and stuff like that. We'll leave a link to this in the comment section or the description even, so you can sort of hash over this as well. So why Osmosis? Most major AMMs limit the changeable parameters of liquidity pools. For example, Uniswap only allows the creation of 2 token pool of equal ratio with a swap fee of 0.3%. The simplicity of Uniswap protocol allowed quick onboarding of the average user that previously had little to no experience in market making. However, as the DeFi market grows, market size grows, and market participants such as arbitrageurs and liquidity providers mature, the need for liquidity pools to react to market conditions become apparent. The optimal swap fee for an AMM trade may depend on various factors such as block times, slippage, transaction fee, market volatility, and more. There is no one-size-fits-all solution, as the mix of characteristics of the blockchain protocol, tokens in liquidity pool, market conditions, and others can change the optimal strategy for liquidity providers and the market makers to carry out. The tools Osmosis provides allow the market participants to self-identify opportunities and allow them to react by adjusting the various parameters. An optimal equilibrium between fee and liquidity can be reached throughout anonymous experience and iterations. Rather than setting a centrally planned and most acceptable compromise value, this extends the addressable market for AMMs and bonding curves beyond simple token swaps, as a limitation on the customizability of liquidity pools may have been the inhibiting factor for more experimental uses of AMMs. Now, we're not going to talk about much more on here. What we're going to do is go over to IBC transfers. So Terra has full IBC transfer capabilities through both Terra.js and Terra Station. Although IBC functionality is not readily exposed through Terra Station's front end, it can be fully incorporated into any DApp. It is up to the DApp's front end to initiate IBC transfers. So it's actually up to the creator of an application that's actually onboarding with, LUNACLASSIC or Luna to enable these IBC transfers, which, you know, as I've explained to you on the introduction up here, it stands for inter-blockchain communication. It pretty much means that our blockchain can mess around and swap, you know, and communicate with a completely foreign blockchain. For example, say, I don't know what's a good one, Pax Gold or something like that, or Rune, Juno, or Cardano, Solana. So many different, you know, platforms we could operate and have these inter-blockchain communications with, and it opens up a whole world, a huge world of more projects, more people that want to come on board, because that was what the whole Ethereum, you know, branch out was with Terra Station and stuff like that. The whole point of having wrapped Luna was, you know, so people had Terra on Ethereum, and it's as simple as that. It is just a layer wrapped in Ethereum. It's just a LUNACLASSIC wrapped in a layer of Ethereum. It's as simple as that. So, supported channels are defined when a relayer is set up between Terra and an external chain. For each new connected chain, the channel's ID is incremented. You can use map of zones to find the available channels and their IDs. Like I said, I'll leave a link to all of this stuff in the description if there's something that you're interested in. You know, if you've got a project you don't have IBCs enabled, possibly, and I know it says at the top it's fully supported, but it's not enabled. They need turning back on, and I know Terra Rebels are working towards getting them switched back on. So I think it's more relevant now than it was a week ago, if that makes sense. So, you know, there's lots of stuff in this Terra docs just about, you know, your monomics, like you saw at the top there, just your monomics in general. It's all good stuff, good information and things like that. You can see what, you know, this Osmosis actually supports, and you can see the IBC denom there. So you can see that all of these, like I was saying, Juno, there's so many networks that, you know, support this. So lots of stuff on this Osmosis, docs.osmosis.zone. Leave links to this in the description, and we'll try and get more information out about IBC channels and try not to flood you too much with information. We'll get another video out in a couple of days doing a real deep dive into these IBC channels. We've got a podcast episode coming from, well, we've got two coming up, both good people to have on to actually discuss IBC channels and get a developer's explanation. One of them actually, well, you will enjoy it because of their position and, you know, their role they play in our ecosystem. So they'll be able to explain a lot about the IBC channels before the crash and how it all worked, and really break it down for the average Joe. And that goes for myself, because I'm still learning about IBC channels. I'm still learning about LUNACLASSIC. Anyone who thinks they know everything about LUNACLASSIC is lying to themselves. There's always something new to learn. There's always more to find out. I'm going to leave it on this note, and it's pretty much just stay safe, okay, folks? There's so many horrible people out there. There's not all validators are good validators, not all validators are bad validators, but do your own research, do your own due diligence before you just aimlessly vote or delegate and things like that. So stay safe. None of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, and we'll catch you in the next one.